welcome to Slider Games and another Warhammer 40,000 battle report. Today we've got a 750 point game between the T'au and Space Marines, and it is actually Sunars versus the Star Stalkers. We're experiencing a winter storm currently, so for safety's sake I did not have an opponent join me from out of town or that would have to drive. So we have a special guest who will be controlling the Star Stalkers as I control Sunars. And our game today is a open war game. We're doing the standoff objective with these corner deployments. So up here on this corner with this objective, we'll have we'll have Sunars. The T'au will be up here. And then we've got an objective there in the middle. And then down here in this corner will be the Star Stalkers. The way this one works, you get 1 point for controlling the objective in your deployment zone, 2 points for controlling the center objective, 3 points for controlling your opponent's objective marker. And in control of the Star Stalkers, special guest, my wife has stepped in. Have you ever played Warhammer 40,000 before?
No.
She's never played. Now, you do play board games, though. What are some games you're into at the moment?
Well, we've been playing a lot of Splendor, Carcassonne, Sagrada. Mm-hmm. I also really enjoy Marvel Legendary and Keyforge.
Yep. So we play a lot of board games. Mostly I harass her until she plays, and then eventually we've found a few that she actually enjoys. So, that's always positive. But yeah, a lot of board gaming. The biggest hindrance for her in Warhammer is the length of the game. You're not into long games.
No.
Yeah, preferably things that are 45 minutes or less is her preferred game length. So that's been the hold up. So this is her first game. So I will be guiding her through this adventure. 750 points. T'au versus Space Marines. Let's look at the armies. This is Sunars. 749 points of Sunars. Today I'm going to give everybody a little bit background information on both of my armies, just as kind of a bonus, since this is kind of a strange battle report where I'm playing against my wife who's never played before. But Sunars gets their name. It means gray stone. They make their home on a moon orbiting a gas giant. It's a gray rocky planet. They mine a lot of minerals, things. A lot of ore, iridium is mined there, so that's kind of how they got the name for their sept. And in control today is Commander Brave Stand, 3 missile pods, an ATS, through Unity Devastation Warlord trait, and he got his name when he killed a Grey Knight Grandmaster Dread Knight in close combat. So yeah, that was cool. I think the Dread Knight only had 1 wound left at the time, but nonetheless, he survived combat, dealt the killing blow, and became known as Brave Stand. With him today is our Cadre Fireblade, filling out our HQ options. Behind them, we do have 3 squads of 5 Fire Warriors, 5 Pathfinders, a broadside battlesuit with the Magna Rail Rifle prototype weapon system and some smart missiles, an ATS as well, and then a Riptide with smart missiles, heavy burst cannon, and an ATS. You will notice there are no drones. I've never run a T'au list with no drones, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to try something crazy like that. We'll see how that goes. But let's take a look at the Star Stalkers. This is 745 points of my custom Space Marine chapter, the Star Stalkers. They're an Iron Hand successor with Master Artisans and Bolter Discipline today. Something to notice about these guys as some information on them. They're always in units of 5, so 5 tactical Marines in a group, 5 Marines in the bike squad, 3 on bikes, 2 on the attack bikes. Everything 5 is a big number for them. The people that kind of founded their society or united their planet were 5 brothers, so that's kind of a big part of their lore and history. And the first set of captains were all 5 brothers from the same family, including Captain Garant here. He's one of those original 5 brothers. He's our warlord today. He's got Combi Melta, Power Maul. He has a Iron Hands specific warlord trait. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it gives him a 5-up Feel No Pain. His brother, actually, Drod, was one of the original captains. He's now a Venerable Dread Knight. or I'm sorry, Dreadnought, excuse me, for the Star Stalkers. We also have Lieutenant Simon up here with his Stormbolter. He's got the Teeth of Terra. And then behind them we do have 3 squads of 5 Tactical Marines. Power Fist on this sergeant, Chainswords on the other 2 sergeants, no special weapons or heavy weapons in the squads. And then we've got our bike squad with 3 bikes, chainswords and a power sword, and then 1 attack bike with a heavy bolter. These guys are actually from the 26th founding, so the last founding prior to the Primaris Space Marines. So that's a little bit of history with them. I will also mention they have close ties to the AdMech, and that's why you see a lot of that tech on their helmets and things like that. They get a lot of supplies from them. That's also why they have the red on their armor as an homage to the Omnissiah. But let's go look at deployment. And we are deployed for our 750 point open war battle report. Over here with the T'au, we're kind of in a bit of a cluster, but we're moved up in our deployment zone. We do have a Fire Warrior squad back here on the objective. To the left of them, we have our broadside, another squad of Fire Warriors, and the Cadre Fireblade. Broadside's got a pretty good field of fire down here, the center of the board, and then these guys over here can jump up on that little hill to get a pretty good firing arc, but they can also move up if need be. These Fire Warriors here to move forward onto the objective, and then finally we've got the Pathfinders, the Riptide, and the Commander over here. Also pretty good line of fire down the board to try to clear anything that approaches the center objective so we can try to take that. For the Star Stalkers, bikes are up as close to the edge of the deployment zone as they can, so they can either race onto the objective or go up and attack anything that might be close for the T'au, while we have our Power Fist squad and Captain Garant here ready to move up on the objective. Lieutenant Simon, one of the other squads, and Brother Drawd back here. He can step out. He's relatively hidden, but he can step around those trees to get some shots downfield if he wants to, or if they go second, he can hide a little bit. And then finally a squad back on the objective. So that's kind of the setup. Space Marines very close to the edge of their deployment zone. This squad is basically right at the front of the deployment zone as well. There's a 9-inch radius circle around that objective where we cannot deploy, so everybody has to be back just a little bit. But that's what we've got. All right. Are you ready to roll off?
Yeah.
All right. You can go ahead and roll first. A 4 and a 6. Ooh. I think I'm going to have to go first for the T'au. Okay, so T'au, turn 1, coming up. We are part of the way into the shooting phase. Recap here. These Fire Warriors in the back didn't move. The broadside did shift up a little bit just to bring his smart missiles into some better range. And then everybody over here jumped up onto that rock. Over here I did, first I guess the Pathfinders moved pre-game, so they got a free 7-inch move, which brought them within 6 inches of Commander Bravestand. And then these Fire Warriors moved up to hopefully get to that objective next turn. But Bravestand and the Riptide and the Pathfinders did not move in my movement phase, so I declared Koyan. Went ahead and fired all the Pathfinders marker lights into the bikes. I got 4 hits after my rerolls. Then I spent a command point on aerial targeting, so they are fully marker lit. And then I did also spend a command point to branch Nova Charge the Riptide, so he's got his boosted gun profile and a 3-up invulnerable save. And to kick off the proper shooting, he is going to fire everything down into the bikes. So I've got 18 shots, hitting on 3s because of the marker lights, re-rolling everything for Koyan. Oh, I also did through Unity Devastation, so every 6 to wound will be an additional AP -1 against these guys. So let's see about the hits first. All right, let's come back with some rerolls. After rerolls, we got 17 hits against these bikes. All right, wounding on 3 is strength 6, toughness 5, and 6s are an additional AP -1. Ooh, a lot of 2s. Wow. wounding significantly worse. All right, that could save you. All right, but we've got, you need to roll 4 at, these will be -2 AP with my ATS, so these will be 5-up saves. So roll 4, you need 5s. Made 2 saves, nice. So 2 damage each, that'll take out the attack bike. And then you need to make 3 saves at 6-up. So you need 6s.
I get
1 6. All right, so that'll take out another bike, 2 damage each. And then I do have 8 smart missiles. We may as well just fire these in while we're here. Hitting on 3s, they all hit. And then these need 4s to wound. Again, the wounding, not as good. That one's cocked. All right, so 2 wounds at AP -2. So 2 5-up saves. But you make 1, so that's 1 damage, and then 1 6-up save. Did not make it. All right, so that's 2 damage on a bike, a dead attack bike, and a dead biker. Let's see what's next. We did a little bit more shooting over here. The Cadre Fireblade and the 2 Fire Warriors on the right fired down into the bike squad. The 2 Fire Warriors actually took him out with 1 wound left, and then the other 3 Fire Warriors fired into the Tactical Marines there, did 1 wound. But we're going to come back over here to Brave Stand, our commander, and he's going to fire and try to finish off that bike. He is rolling 6 die, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. They all hit, and these are strength 7, so wounding on 3s, and a 6 to wound. There's additional AP. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so that is 1. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to spend my command point, re-roll one of these. All right, so I got 2 wounds. It's AP -2, so I need you to make 2 5-up saves. You fail them both. It's D3 damage. Ooh, just enough. 3 wounds, 2 there and 1 there. So I do finish off the bike squad. So that is very nice. Let's just go ahead while we're here. These 5 Fire Warriors are going to fire into that tactical squad. These guys are going to be hitting on 4s with no rerolls. It's 3 hits and wounding on 4s. It's 2 wounds, no AP, so make 2 3-up saves for me. You fail 1, so the guy that was on 1 wound does go down. All right, let's see what's next. Last up is our broadside. He's firing everything into that tactical squad right there. We really want to prevent them from advancing onto this objective. But he has no rerolls to assist in this, so he's going to be hitting on 4s with his big gun, his Magna Rail Rifle. 1 hit. It is strength 9, so wounding on a 2. It does wound. That is a mortal wound in addition, actually. And this is minimum 3 damage, so it will kill 1, and then another one will take a mortal wound. And then I get 8 shots with his smart missiles. That is 7. There's 8 die. Okay. So hitting on 4s. 3 hits. And these will be 3s to wound. 1 wound. AP -1. So I need you to make a 4-up save. You made the save. All right. Very nice. Okay, I think that's going to be it for the T'au. We may have to do a leadership check here with 2 of them going out, but no, we won't. They only lost 2, so they should be good. Okay, that is it for the end for the T'au turn 1. Let's go to Space Marines turn 1. Pretty simple movement for the Star Stalkers. Drod, the Venerable Dreadnought, shifted over. He can see the broadside down there. These guys back here on the objective did not move. Then everyone else advanced forward. I got a 6 for the squad of 3 to get on the objective, a 5 with the other tactical squad, and then a 4 on Lieutenant Simon, and 3, which had to be re-rolled with the command point, on Captain Garant. So they're up there rushing forward. They were all in a position where this tactical squad, if they did their regular move, they could only, the sergeant would have been in range to fire at the Pathfinders, so Felt like it would be better if everybody just advanced forward, got a little bit of cover, and scored 2 extra points. So at the end of this turn, it will be 3-1 for the Star Stalkers. But there's one thing to shoot. Drawd is firing down into our broadside. He gets an additional AP -1, and he can reroll 1 since it's the Devastator Doctrine. But the broadside does have a 2-up armor save, so we will roll these separately. So you want to start with the 2 las cannons. All right, 2s to hit. They both hit. Now you need 3s to wound. What's that?
4 and 6.
4 and 6. All right, 2 wounds. These are 6-up saves. I fail them both. Go ahead and roll 2 die there. It's d6 damage each. That's 7? Okay, so the broadside's dead. You don't even need to fire the missiles. All right, so the one thing that fired took out the target it wanted to. With Drawd right here too, it's going to be really difficult for the Riptide to see him, so he's pretty safe for the next turn. The broadside threat is eliminated, and it is going to be 3 points to the Star Stalkers, 1 point for Sunars. We'll go on to T'au, turn 2. Movement phase has concluded for the T'au. So basically, we're storming the center objective, and everything depends on us eliminating the tactical marines around it. So I flew up forward with my Riptide. He, again, I spent a command point on Branch Nova Charge, so 3-up invulnerable save, and boosted his guns profile to 18. So he's going to target down here. The Pathfinders didn't have a target, actually. They couldn't see anything, so I advanced them. I only rolled a 2, though, so they're not going to be firing any marker lights, and not a lot of shooting coming out of them. Brave Stand flew forward through Unity Devastation onto this tactical squad, but it'll only benefit himself. Over here, the Center Fire Warriors moved up. A couple of them there are in range of the objective, so if I can clear out all these Space Marines, I will have a chance to take that objective. And then these guys jump down. They are in rapid fire range of that 3-person squad, and I went ahead and fired a marker light in with the Cadre Fireblade, so these 5 guys are firing 15 shots into the 3 Space Marines right there, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, and we are ready to rock. All right, let's see, a couple 1s to reroll. Okay, so 4s to hit. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually, on a 4 to hit. And then these will be 3s to wound. Get that out of there. Oh, that's good. 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds. You are in cover, so it's a 2-up save. You need 8 2s. I see 2 1s, so that will kill a Marine and wound another. Unless you'd like to spend a command point to save one.
Sure.
All right, she's spending a command point. Reroll one.
Just,
one.
Yep. Just one of them? Not both.
Just one of them. Yep. Okay, so one dies, the other lives. Let's see what's next. Next up, this Fire Warrior squad here. 2 of them can see the 2 tactical Marines left. They're going to fire there, and then the other 3 are going to fire into Captain Garant. We'll start with the 2 firing into the tactical squad. Rapid fire range, so hitting on 4s, no rerolls, 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves. And you make them both. Okay, very nice. And then the other 3 into your captain, hitting on 4s, 3 hits, 3s to wound, 1 wound, no AP. It's a 3-up save because he's not in cover. And he makes it. Okay. So, let's see what's next. And we're back. We did fire the lead Pathfinder there. He could see between the trees, fired in, did not hit. But that was all the Pathfinders could do. But now we're with the Riptide. He's firing his heavy burst cannon into the big squad of tactical Marines who spend a command point on Reject the Flesh, Embrace the Machine. Have a 5-up, feel no pain now. And his smart missiles are going into the 2 guys over here. I probably won't be able to kill them with the smart missiles, But my thought was, if I fired the big gun, I would almost guaranteed kill those two guys, but there would be a fully intact squad to just run up here next turn and chomp me up. Yeah, it's tough. So I feel like my best bet would be to eliminate them and just have to deal with 2 tactical marines going forward. So that's what we're doing. But it's going to be 18 shots hitting on 4s with no rerolls at this squad here. So let's go right here. All right, let's see what that is. 7 hits, looking for 3s. So 5 wounds. I'm not even going to get these guys. 5 wounds, AP -2. So we need 5 5-up saves, which you pass 1. Okay, so that's good. Now what you're going to do is for the reject the flesh, embrace the machine. These are 2 damage each, so you need 4 sets of 2 die. So grab 4 sets of 2. All right, you need 5s again. Roll 2 at a time. First guy's dead. Roll another set. Dead. You need a 5 here. Nope. All right, and the last guy. Need a 5.
Nope.
No 5s. Oh, it did not work. So 4 Space Marines go down. We did fire the Riptide's smart missiles off camera, and they took out 1 more tactical marine. All right, so there's 1 left in each squad. I did 3 Unity Devastation on the bigger squad, and he now cannot see them. So he is going to fire into Lieutenant Simon. So it's going to be 6 shots hitting on 2s. No rerolls. Okay, 5 hits. And these are going to wound on 3s. That is 5 wounds, AP -2. So you need 5 5-ups.
Hey, I got
3, 4. Oh, there's all the 5s you needed from before. So he'll take D3 damage for 1 damage. I'm not going to command point that. I'm not going to command point. Okay, so that is the end for the T'au. We do need a leadership test on that guy. We'll come back with those results, but it will be on to Space Marines turn 2. Movement phase has concluded for the Star Stalkers. Back here on the objective, a couple of these guys shifted up. 2 of them were in range after they moved, and they did fire in at the Fire Warriors there, but did not do any damage. Drawd shifted over. He can now draw a line of fire to Commander Bravestand or the Riptide. Over here, everybody kind of consolidated towards the objective in an effort to clear out these Fire Warriors. Star Stalkers did spend 2 command points to keep that single tactical Marine Sergeant alive after 4 of his friends were destroyed. But we're going to continue the shooting phase with Lieutenant Simon. He's going to rapid fire his Stormbolter into those 5 Fire Warriors. So 4 shots hitting on 2s, no rerolls, and they all hit. Okay, you need 3s to wound. So that's 2 wounds, 2 4-up saves. I saved them both. All right. Next, we're going to fire the Power Fist Sergeant. I'm sorry, we're going to fire the Chainsword Sergeant in. So that's 2 shots hitting on 3s, but you'll get to reroll 1s with this one. So reroll that 1. All right, so 1 hit, roll it again. The 6 for a wound. You need a 3 to wound. And you can reroll 1s to wound as well because of the Lieutenant. Still misses. Okay, not the start the Marines were looking for. Let's see what's next. Things aren't going to plan for the Star Stalkers. What the idea was, if that that Fire Warrior squad got wiped out, then Captain Grant actually had a 10-inch charge to the Pathfinders from a hidden position, so nobody would have been able to overwatch him, but it's not looking like they're going to get cleared at this point in the shooting phase. So let's go to the Power Fist Sergeant. He's going to fire 2 shots in, hitting on 3s. Okay, 1 hit, 3 to wound. That does wound. 4-up save. Saved it again. All right, and then Captain Grant is firing everything from his combi bolter. So let's start with 2 shots from the bolter portion, hitting on 3s because he's firing both halves. 1 hit. Roll again for a 3 to wound.
Nope.
No wound. All right, and then roll 1 more die for the melt part here. See if you can melt anything. A 3 that hits. You need a 2 this time. All right, and that just evaporates one with the melt again. All right, so he turns one to slag in his face. Let's sight something up with Drod. Next up, Drod is firing at Commander Bravestand there in the back with everything. We could have shot at the Riptide, but with the 3-up invulnerable save and 12 wounds, it's unlikely that we would take it out. So we might as well try to kill something at this point. All right, so 2 las cannons hitting on 2s. They both hit. 3s to wound. 2 wounds, AP -3. These are 6-up saves. I make 1, D6 damage. You gotta roll a 5 or higher and he's dead. That's a 1. You could re-roll that with a command point, which might not be a bad idea. Or
Okay,
you...
I'll do it.
Okay, doubled it. All right, 2 damage.
All right.
All right, now you're firing the missile. This is maybe why you should have saved the command point, but go ahead, roll. You need a 2 to hit with the missile. Yep. That hits, and then a 3 to wound again. It does wound. This is only AP -2, so 5-up save, which I make. That's brutal. Okay, that is not good news for the Star Stalkers. Let's go to the charge phase. We are in the about to start the fight phase. We did the charge phase. I actually went back and reviewed. It is tactical doctrine, so all those bolter shots had AP, which I was not factoring in, but all my saves were 5s or 6s, and that's what they would have needed to survive. So we made it okay, unfortunately, still for the Star Stalkers. But we got a big 10-inch charge from Captain Grant. He swung around here. There is a reason for that exact positioning that we'll get to in a moment. Then the 2 sergeants made it in. Lieutenant Simon failed his roll. He rolled a 3, so he didn't get in. But what the plan is, if the 2 tactical sergeants can finish off the fire warriors, then Grant can pile in and consolidate all the way over here and engage these fire warriors. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. We thought about going this direction, but he won't get to the big stuff, and this way he can take out more OBSEC units, possibly, in the future. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. We're starting with the chainsword over here. So he's got 4 attacks from the charge, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. They all hit. He needs 3s to wound, rerolling 1s. Yeah, reroll that 1. That's it. 2. Okay, so 3 wounds at AP -1, so these are 5-up saves. He kills 2. Oh gosh. I guess I'll pull this guy. No, I need possibly to survive with OBSEC. So let's kill these 2. Alright, then your Power Fist can fight. He's got 3 attacks. He hits on a 4 though. Reroll the 1. And reroll that as well. It's cocked. Okay, so 2 hits. He needs 2s to kill them. Rerolls the 1. Okay, and he finishes them off. All right, beautiful. Just barely, but he got him. Okay, let's see what happens here with Captain Grant. Captain Grant was able to use 3 inches of pile-in, 3-inch consolidate, and engage these fire warriors, which they fought back, did no damage to Grant. So what that means is they now cannot advance over to that objective. There's still 2 OBSEC models on it for the Space Marines. So it's going to be interesting, and that will be the end of round 2. So Space Marines get 3 more, giving them 6. Sunars, the T'au, again, only get 1. So it is 6-2 at the end of battle round 2. Let's see what Sunars can do in response. Sunar's movement has concluded. Back here, these guys shifted a little bit. So 2 of them can draw fire onto Captain Garant. The Fire Warriors fell out of combat. Cadre Fireblade swung around with them. In the middle, the Pathfinders slid over, and Brave Stand jumped down with them. And then finally, the Riptide moved over. Now, I thought about, keeping the Riptide back to help protect Brave Stand, but the plan now is if the Riptide can take out those Tactical Marines, and everybody else can take out this group in the middle, then the T'au will win. I'm not going to get the middle objective again this turn, so I have to wipe them out, and then I'll be able to take it the last 2 turns and hopefully prevent the Star Stalkers from having that in the final turn, which would give the T'au the victory. But we're going to go ahead and kick off the shooting. We're not firing any marker lights, actually, since that's 2 individual units. I don't think it'll be that good. We're just going to have all 5 of these Pathfinders shoot into this Chainsword Sergeant, who is the target of Through Unity Devastation. So they're going to hit on 4s, no rerolls. Ooh, okay. And it'll be 3s to wound, 6s get an AP though. Okay, so 1 wound, you need to make 1 4-up save and then 2 3-up saves. So do the 4 first, which you pass, and then you need to make 2 3s. Okay, you fail 1, so he is at 1 wound left. Let's see where we want to go next. With that Tactical Marine surviving, this is really going to cut it close for the T'au. But we're going to go over here to the Riptide. He's firing his overcharged burst cannon down into these guys who again spend a command point on Reject the Flesh, Embrace the Machine. And then his smart missiles are coming up and over into the Power Fist Sergeant, who's undamaged. We'll start with the big gun down here. 4s to hit, no rerolls. Let's see what we got. That's 10 hits, 3s to wound. Oh, looks pretty good. So that's 7 wounds. You need to make 7 4-up saves. You are in cover. 7 4s. You made 3, so you failed. All right, so I need 4 sets of 2 again to see if people survive with your Reject the Flesh. Surely you'll roll a 5 this time. No, 1's dead.
Nope.
2 are dead. 3 are dead. Alright, it's got to be a 5. And the other guy takes no damage. Alright, so 3 die, leaving 2 back there. And then we'll fire our 8 smart missiles into the Power Fist Sergeant. Hitting on 4s, that was really good. And then wounding on 3s. That's 6 wounds. And these will be 4-up saves, AP -1. And I see a couple 3s and a 2, so he does die. The Power Fist Sergeant is eliminated. Let's go ahead and fire... let's go ahead and fire our Cadre Fireblade into the wounded Sergeant. Hits on 2s. They all hit. Wounds on 3s. 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves, or he's dead. Okay, he does die. Let's see what's next. So we have decided, last command point, re-rolling that 3-up save on the Sergeant. So is the way it's going for the Star Stalkers today. I will also note that the 2 Fire Warriors down there did 2 wounds. Even with his 5-up feel no pain, he took up 2 more wounds. And then that brings us to the last thing to shoot, which is Commander Brave Stand. He is firing in to Lieutenant Simon through the tree, so it's going to be -1 to hit. So 6 attacks hitting on 3s. And whoops. And then wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. He will need 4-up save. He's in cover. He got them all. Okay, finally. Something got saved for the Star Stalkers. All right, I think that's just about it for the T'au. The 2 sergeants are gone. We removed the casualties back here, but that's everything fired that can fire for the T'au. Let's see what the Space Marines can do in turn 3. Movement phase is over for the Star Stalkers. We have actually gone into the shooting phase a little bit, but Drawd has moved forward. He means to charge the Riptide. Simon just dropped down a little bit closer to the objective, and Captain Grant is headed back to seize the home objective of the T'au. These two guys stayed back here. They didn't move, so they fired 4 shots into the Riptide. Nothing happened. Simon fired his Stormbolter in, no damage, and then Grant fired backward into that squad as well. He killed one with the Melta part of his gun. And then to conclude shooting, Drawd is firing his missiles over here into the Fire Warriors, and then the 2 last cannons will go into the Riptide. But let's start with D6 shots for the missiles. 4 shots. These will hit on 2s. They all hit, and then they will wound on 3s. 2 wounds, no AP, so 2 4-ups. Make them both. I'm saving like a crazy man. All right, and then 2 shots into the Riptide, hitting on 2s. They both hit, wound on 3s. They both wound, AP -3, but he's got a 3-up and vulnerable save. I want to command point that. Okay, so he makes his saves, but now we go to the charge phase. We're going to start the charge phase with Garant headed into the Fire Warriors back there. We'll do the Overwatch in a moment, but needs a 6. That's a 9. He is going to be in, and then let's go ahead and charge with Drawd into the Riptide as well. That's an 11. Okay, they're both in. We'll do some Overwatch off camera, see what happens with that. After Overwatch, Garant was fine. Drawd did fail 2 saves, and he did not save them with his 6-up Feel No Pain for his Unyielding Ancient, or is it whatever the 6-up Feel No Pain type thing is for the Dreadnoughts. But they both made their charges and are both ready to go. Now, with his 9-inch, he is in range of that objective. So if he can kill all 5 of these Fire Warriors, the game will effectively be over. All right, so he has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. 1-1. If you have 1 command point, I would re-roll that. Because if you can...
My last command point.
Okay, they all hit. Now you need 3s to wound. I'm sorry, 2s to wound. That's a power maul. There are no 1s. All right, it's AP -1. I've got 5 saves to make. 5 5-ups. All right, to survive. I'm not going to command point that. To try to save another. Yeah, I'm going to save the command point, but there are 2 left alive back here. So 3 of them. I'm sorry, 3 of them go away. Let's go ahead and just have Drawd attack. He gets 5 attacks as well, hitting on 2s. That's 2 1s. Okay, it's 3 hits. He needs 5s to wound though. Strength 6, toughness 7. 3 wounds. No AP. He does take a damage actually. Okay, we'll come back with the counter-strike from the T'au. After the T'au fight back, no damage was done, which brings us to the end of battle round 3. The Star Stalkers again will get 3 points, 2 in the middle, 1 in the back. Sunars, the T'au, will get 1 point, so it'll be 9-3 at the end of battle round 3. Now, there are only 5 models left for the Star Stalkers. However, if they can hold on to their home objective, or any objective for that matter, they will win the game. The T'au have to prevent them from scoring any points again, which is going to be really hard to do unless the T'au can somehow get down and seize that objective at the end. Let's see what happens next. things are getting very tight here for Sunar's conclusion of the movement phase. The Fire Warriors fell back so that Commander Bravestan could move back here and shoot Garant. If we can't take Garant out this time, the T'au cannot win because he'll get that objective for sure, and they won't be able to score enough points even if we clear the Star Stalkers from the board. Over here, the Riptide fell out of combat. I did overcharge and branched again. So he's got his 3-up invulnerable save, and then I did something I thought I'd never do. He's going to move 2d6 inches in my charge phase. It would be unlikely that these two guys die this turn. I will have a few Fire Warriors able to shoot them from here, but more of the idea is I do need to get to that objective in turn 5 and have it to win, but this way I get more space here so that Drod cannot hopefully make a charge into the Riptide in the next turn for them. And then yeah, in the middle, we did move up. We are holding this objective now with objective secured, but the Pathfinder's job is going to be to kill Lieutenant Simon, while the Fire Warriors and the Cadre Fireblade shoot down here to soften this target here. But that is the plan for Sunar's right now. Let's see what happens in the shooting phase. We're going to start the shooting phase with the thing that matters most. My commander, Bravestan, is firing into Captain Garant. If I don't kill him, it's bad news for the T'au. So we'll go ahead, swing over here so we can get our dice here. So it's going to be 6 shots hitting on 2s. And that's 5 hits. And then I'll need 3s to wound. Ooh, only 2 wounds. I'm going to spend my last command point. This has to work. Alright, 3 wounds. AP -2. These will be 4-up saves with the invulnerable. Alright, so it's 2d3. You do have a command point left if you want to try to re-roll one of these.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, still fails. Alright, 2d3. You only have, well, you do have your 5-up if you don't have pain. So that's 4 damage. You need to roll 4 die. You need at least 3 5s to survive.
Hasn't been good for me this game.
Alright. Garant vanishes in the flash of a teleport hammer. He is vacating the battlefield. Alright, that was good. Let's see what's next. Step 1 of Sunar's plan for victory has succeeded. Now, it gets trickier. So what we have to do now is we do need to kill those 2 tactical marines eventually. Not necessarily this turn, but we definitely need to kill Lieutenant Simon this turn. The Riptide can't shoot because he fell out of combat. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these 4 Fire Warriors firing down into those 2 tactical marines. So these are going to hit on 4s. Okay, only 1 hit. And no wound. Alright, so that makes this easier. Let's go ahead and fire our... Yeah, we're going to save the Cadre Fireblade just in case he needs to finish off Simon instead of firing his marker light. So we're going to have the 5 Pathfinders shoot in, 10 shots, hitting on 4s. Alright, those, okay, 5. This is not what I needed. 3s to wound. Oh geez, 3 wounds. No AP. You are in cover, so this is a 2-up save.
Saved them all.
Okay, saved them all. We're going to fire 3 shots from the Cadre Fireblade at you. That one misses. 3s again. Alright, 2 more wounds, 2 more 2-up saves. Alright, he made them all. Looks like we might have some charges. Alright, let's see what's next. I've thought it over for a while, and I'm not going to charge. Realistically, I'm not going to be able to take 3 wounds off of Simon, and it'll just give him an extra round of killing my people. So I'm just going to stay here. I have 3 Fire Warriors and 3 Pathfinders within range of the objective, so I just have to hope he can't kill all of them when he charges in and shoots. It's going to be a bloodbath. This is not looking great for the T'au at this juncture. But yeah, we're going to sit here like this in hope that our superior T'au technology can save us. Let's go to Space Marines turn 4. Movement phase is pretty quick when you only have 4 models. So these two guys in the back obviously are not moving. They're going to hold that objective. Draw did swing over a little bit to lend some fire support here. If the Space Marines can hold this objective this turn, then the T'au cannot win. So everything rides on them eliminating this blob of T'au, Fire Warriors, Pathfinders. We thought about moving Simon forward a little bit just so a Snake Eyes wouldn't fail his charge, but where he's standing now, he's in cover, so he would get an extra boost to his armor save with all the inevitable Overwatch that will be hitting him. So we're going to go ahead and start. Simon's going to fire into the 4 Fire Warriors. So we need 4 shots hitting on 2s. They all hit with 3 2s. Nice. And then 3s to wound. And we are still in the tactical doctrine. 4 wounds. These are AP -1. So I need 4 5-ups. I saved 2, so 2 of them do die. Unfortunately, my Shazway is up in the front. All right, so those 2 are gone. Next, let's see how we want to fire this Dreadnought. Next up, we have Drawd, who is going to fire his las cannon into the 2 Fire Warriors, and then his missile will go into the Pathfinders. Starting with the las cannon, hitting on 2s. Ooh, that's a 1. That's not good. Saving a reroll.
I'm going to command to point that.
You sure you don't want to save that for your charge roll in case you roll?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going for it.
Okay, so 2 hits and 2s to kill. All right, so the Fire Warriors are gone. Now you get D6 shots for your missile. For 3 shots, hit on 2s. 1 and wounds on a 3. Doesn't wound. Okay, so the Fire Warriors are gone. Pathfinders are there. Let's see what's next. Okay, looking over the charges, Drawd is actually only needs a 9-inch charge to get to the Pathfinders. This little half hill right here, we're not counting as the elevation on that. It's just part of the terrain there for them. So he needs a 9. So this is basically just to absorb some Overwatch. He does not get in. Okay, so we'll do that Overwatch off the camera because it won't matter. But now we're going to have Simon jump in there. Don't roll Snake Eyes.
So his charge.
Mm-hmm. All right, 6. He is in. All right, we've got 13 Overwatch shots because the Cadre Fireblade is going to lend his fire support to this. Hitting on 5s. 5 hits. All right, not too bad. 3s to wound. Only 2 wounds. You get a 2-up save. He is not going to die to Overwatch. Doesn't even take a wound. Simon is ready for the challenge. Let's go to the fight phase. Simon is in. Careful to stay more than 3 inches away from the Cadre Fireblade so he doesn't heroically intervene. But with the Teeth of Terra and on a charge, Simon has 7 attacks, hitting on 2s.
There's a 1.
There's a 1, so he's got 6 through. He needs 3s to wound. He's up to strength 5 with the Teeth of Terra. That is 5 at AP -2, so they don't get any saves. He's wiped the squad, and that's the end. There's no coming back for the T'au at this point. So yes, that concludes this family game of Warhammer 40,000 today. Really an interesting game. Obviously, my wife, this is her first time playing, so I was guiding her decisions a lot, helping her out. But she did make some pretty clutch calls about where to move people, what kind of attacks they were going to do, like if they were going to Captain Grant moving back and forth over here, which direction to go, that kind of stuff. It actually was really close. The thing is, though, at the end of this turn, the Space Marines will have 12 points to 4 for the T'au. Even if Sunars was able to get all 3 objectives in the next turn, that would only give him 6 points, and it would still be 12 to 10. So there was no turning back for the T'au at this point. The big things that happened, I really thought when Draw did not kill Commander Bravestand that it was going to be bad news for the Space Marines, but they held out, they pushed just enough, and Simon, the hero that he is, cleared off that objective with the fire support from Drod and won the day. So, first game of Warhammer 40,000, what'd you think?
It was long.
It was long, yeah. This is actually the next day.
Yes.
We had to take a break and start over.
Yeah. I'm really surprised that my people won because I felt like you had so many more, and after you took out all of my bikes at the beginning, I was like, "Oh, this is."
Yeah, the bikes were her favorite unit, and I killed them immediately. She was pretty upset about that. Yes. But yeah, 4 models, and she just couldn't believe that she won because I still had the Riptide. But that's what I was saying. If you can't kill something, which realistically, if Drod would have just fired it into the Riptide every time with its 3-up invulnerable save, he probably may have been able to take it out before turn 5, but there would have been the broadside, a bunch of other stuff, so target priority was well done. The Riptide, I mean, it did some major work, but it didn't win the day for the T'au. So pretty cool. Thanks to my lovely wife for assisting on this wintry, snowy day when we couldn't get anybody else here safely. So yeah, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, definitely subscribe, like the channel, like the video, all that fun stuff. Yeah, but thanks for tuning in. Have fun.